Hi everybody, my name is Andrew and this is another exciting edition of Kite Army Labs. Today I'm going to be talking to you about outdoor Wi-Fi cameras. I want to start with talking to you about the Nest. A lot of people are familiar with this camera. It's been around for a while and it is awesome. It's probably in most cases reviewed as the best camera you can buy. It's really well built. The software is awesome. The cloud piece is awesome. There is one downside to this camera. Let me show you what it is. So if you haven't figured out, my gripe with the Nest camera is not the camera, not the quality of the video, not the online piece, not the application for your phone, it's the money. And when I say money is, this Nest camera essentially does not work unless you subscribe to the Nest Aware services, which is the cloud recording service from this camera. And that will set you back per camera for 10 days, $100. If you want 30 days, $300 a year, and that's per camera. So you can see, you add a few cameras in there, you're easily spending $500 a year. So I was looking for an alternative to this camera that has sort of the same features, but doesn't have that annual cost associated with the camera. All right, let's clear the deck. So after hours of looking for a camera online to replace the Nest, I came across this guy right here. This is the Yi Outdoor 1080p camera. This is it on the outside, and you can see it looks a lot like the Nest camera. It's got the Wi-Fi equipment built inside, it's 1080p, it's got night vision, it's powered by a USB cable, really simple. The difference with this camera and the way that you can eliminate that cloud Nest Aware cost is it actually has a slot right down here for a micro SD card. So you put your micro SD card in and it records the video right onto that card. So there's no annual or monthly cost to run these cameras. The purpose of today's video is to see if the Yi is capable of delivering the same quality video and all the same features of the Nest without that annual cost. Let's jump right into it. There's a really important point that I want to bring up before we dive into these cameras. And that is that these cameras have continuous recording. There are some other options at Amazon, at Best Buy, that don't do that. For example, the Netgear Arlo. It includes 7 days of free recording to the cloud. The problem is it only records when motion's detected, and I've used that camera systems, and a lot of other people who've used that camera complain that they actually don't get the recording they're looking for. So these cameras both record 24/7 everything. All right, the best place to start the conversation about these two cameras is the purchase cost. The Nest 1080p outdoor camera will cost you about $200 just to buy it, whereas the Yi will cost you about $90, but it requires that you buy a micro SD card, like this guy right here. I bought this one off Amazon. It's a 32 gig card for $9. As far as setup for these two systems, I can't see any way to make it easier. It is super simple. Basically what you do is you download the app to your phone, then you put in your network information, you point the camera at your phone and it learns all that information and you connect it to the network. It's that easy. You'll see it tied right into your account. Both of these systems, the Nest and the Yi, they've got that buttoned up, not a problem. All right, it's time to look at some video. I've got the Nest camera right there, I've got the Yi camera right there, and I've got you guys right back there. And in my hand here, I got something that I promised my wife I'd never break out of the toy box, but for you guys, I'll do anything. So what we're gonna do is we'll first shoot some video in normal lighting. Here it goes. And you get to see that I got some skills from the old days. Let me try and get my balance here. Here we go. Get all set up. Now once I get set up, watch this. Woo! Ow! Almost had a little fall there. Let's go to medium lighting. All right, this is medium lighting. I've just got a little bit of light on in the background, that's it. Back on the board. Look at that mount, guys. Here we go. Check this out too. You can go toes to the nose, they call that, right up there. Okay, so hopefully you got some footage of medium light. Let's go completely dark. This gets a little hairy. Ow, okay. Whoops. I'm not something over there, but you got to take my word. It is dark. I cannot see the cameras at all. I think I got the board underneath my feet. Yep. This is not advisable. Whoop. You can see it's a little bit more of a struggle. Whoop. In the dark here. There we go, guys. Like a grasshopper. Huh? Check that out. Look how fluid. All right, let's get some light on the situation. All right, guys, so it is time for the summary. So I don't think anyone would argue the video from the Nest was much better than the video from the Yi. If you look at me on the skateboard, it did better in the normal lighting, the low lighting, and the dark. Also, if you look at the angle, the width of the camera shot on the Nest, it's a lot wider than the Yi. So the purpose of this video was not to show you that the Nest is an awesome camera, because I knew that going into this. It was to see if we could find a viable substitute to the Nest camera, and we looked at the Yi. So my opinion is, when I had the Yi outside with the Nest, I felt like it was more equal. And I really knew the Nest is still better, but the Yi kind of felt like it did the things I needed it to do, and I didn't have that monthly cost hanging over my head. So do I think the Yi's a perfect alternate to the Nest? No, but I do like the fact that this thing's not going to cost me an arm and a leg every year for that cloud service. So I'm going to stay with the Yi for the time being, and if something else comes down the pike, I'll take a look at it. Anyway, that's it for now. My name is Andrew. Thank you for watching this video. Please do me a favor and subscribe. Make sure you like this video. I'd love to hear from you, so put a comment down below, and I'll see you guys around real soon.